Lovelies, it's Emily. Thank you for stopping by and sharing some time with me today. I hope you and yours are doing well, and I hope you enjoyed the pieces in this video. If you be so kind, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on anything new. Also, Lovelies, in the description of this video, if you use the link, you can join me on all my socials. With that, let's get right into it. At the end of it all. At the end of it all, what will you see? Will you see a path taken straight through, played safe, or some side quest to mystery? Will you be able to say, at least I lived my way and for my sake? Or will you be another who tells others to live now, don't wait, and harbor regrets? At the end, what will you see? Will there be a shining light or fear of nothing? Will you look back and say, I stopped to smell the roses from time to time? That I cherished all who I cared for or who cared for me? That I did try, and even if I failed, then I know at least I tried. I know it's easier said than done. To be one who lives a life of true joy, not one lived for others, in some degree. Yet those around and the things that count can't make you the best that you can be. It starts from within, and at the end of it all, your joy is all you can foster and hope to bring. In the meantime, I guess I'll wait for you, but will you wait for me? For better or worse can be applied to way more than many think. Why must I stand by twiddling my thumbs while you make up your mind? Let me know when you decided while I make plans in the meantime. We can walk together or we can walk on our own. Each of us are a house put together. We can be each other's home. Let me go and I'll do the same if you don't think we can survive. Neither of us will be happy trying to keep something dead alive. In the meantime, while you think, I'll do some moving. Not moving on, just making moves while we're both waiting. I want us to be each other's dream, each other's fairy tale. In the meantime, I'll be in the real world, okay? You let me know when we can laugh, love, or fail. Take all the time you need. Lost and found. Letting go of what I no longer think I need. Over the moon that someone sees worth in me. Stay by their side even when they don't even know there is a side to me. Time goes on. Lost are who am I and who I want to be. Forget that there is more to what only they see. Often I now have to look in the mirror just to know there is still a me. Under their breath, my name is lost. Nothing more to give, nothing more to be gained. Thus, they take a walk. Drop who they think I am and look for myself. I am the one who cares for me when there is no one else. Matching socks. Moving things around time and time again. Attack the drawer. Why are they missing their friends? Take a trek back to the scene where they are always lost. Catch it on the floor, out of the corner of your eye. No, that's not the missing one. Hidden away somewhere, it has to be there. Itching your hand, where in the world could it be? Not in the lint trap, not lost to the floor. Gliding away from ever being seen again in my goofy dresser. So very late now, there is no time left. Ongoing thoughts, could I use this as a reason to call in sick? Catching a cold due to feet not being properly dressed. Kiss this day goodbye, my shoe to feet ratio is in jeopardy. Sinking your chair, look from end to end. Oh my God, my missing sock was there in my hand. Ripped pages. I enter the room and what do I see? The pages are scattered all around. Nothing is left of me. Some are ripped while others are torn. Some are crumpled and others are actually burnt to ash. The cover is in shambles, nothing more than bits of what used to hold my story. Who would do such a thing? Why hurt something so wonderful? Taking what pieces I can, I reassemble each scrap and each line. Remember the words that filled a given page. My mind is clouded in rage, yet so calm and clear at the same time. I know who would do this to me, who would take my story and treat it with such disdain. What was done in hopes of healing and coping was used against me to cause anger and suffering. In the night, a shadow passed across the walls. Only in the moonlight did they come into frame, coming to claim what wasn't theirs during waking hours, reading about its hideous deeds, its lifelong mistakes, seeing in print its shortcomings and failures. Not one truly wants to know themselves. Thus, this work had to be destroyed. It had to no longer exist. It's now an object that holds nothing but risk. Looking down in the light of day cuts upon my hands. It was me. I did this. Ripped pages never to be whole again. There's a grave in the garden. Walking down the path is not that far. I stand there for hours at a time. Who was this person? An ancestor or someone who once lived on this land? Who were they in life, and who are they now in death? This is a question forever now in my mind. My family has many acres, and surrounded by my mother's now overgrown garden patch lays the resting place of one. I don't know who, but I sure wish I did. The grave is weathered, worn, and old, a stone carved with words now faded by time. I feel for this long past, or at least left behind soul. I guess we'll end up this way, remembered for only so long by those left behind. Soon they too will be gone, and memories won't in any way hold on. Soon others like me will stumble across what's left behind and pick up the duties of those who were supposed to carry the dead along. No words, no numbers, no identifiers of any kind. Just a stone in a field surrounded by garden blooms. Such a fine resting place for an unknown. I guess when I get there, I'd have it no other way myself. Rest in peace, whomever you once were and now are. Those who lived before many have forgotten, but I promise it's my turn now. I will remember you. Soft spots. Shake my hand, let me know you're there. Often the kiss lands not on top of lips, but upon the cheek. Focus not on the curves of my mouth, but on the sounds of my words. Take a breath not of my sweet scent, but of my sweet tone and movements. Shake not my hips, but my head full of thoughts belonging only to you. Place my gifts upon thee, and I place yours upon me. Open your hearts as well as your soul. It can be hard to do. Time will give us what we need, for you to know me and for me to know you. Shake my hand, let me know you're there. Tender endings. Taking hand, hold it close. Enter rooms quietly as to not disturb needed slumber. Nod your head with care as you sit listening to the only story they love to tell. Dream of better days when they were healthy and well. Endings have a routine now. Help them prepare to wind down for the day. Remember what they can so that their mind can rely on your instant replay. Everywhere they go, listen out for anything that can be out of the ordinary. Nothing too small. Everything they do now is so logged and cherished. Don't dash away from them. They may need to lean upon your arm. Invite them to as many gatherings as possible. Really, what's the harm? Never forget what they have taught you over the years. Give them all the smiles you can, just as they gave you for all their years. Say goodbye each day that is left. You will miss them when they are gone, yet in your heart they will never be forgotten. 1,000 different paths. Your step here could be your step there. A choice ripples, weaving a web of so many outcomes. Happy in one reality and leave you broken in another. Understand that everything we do can affect us and others greatly. Throw a single stone, shatter the web beyond repair. Your step there could be your step here. Already here. Looking far and wide for something you've had all along. People on the outside looking in try time and time again to alert you to your missing song. Hearts beating as one are almost always kept apart. Their heart swoons while their heart longs. Watching from afar, that one who smiles while in the arms of another. Time marches on as the perfect image of what one thought they had begins to fade. Lost are the days when they had it all. They search for the one that was right in front of them, the one that never did they gaze. If they are found, you, like they once had, too, must be left behind. For them now are the ones wearing the picture-perfect smiles. Watch from afar as you once forced them to do. No longer will the one who you left behind, gazing, there will be waiting for you. Moon tides. Shining bright, strong and full, the waters drench the shores. Tides pulling yet barely flow back out to sea. The phases turn the moon from the second brightest star in the sky into a silver, almost nothing can be seen. Waters pull back and more land is visible now. Life once covered in a wonder in its own right. Shining bright, strong and full, will come back around in time. Yet, what will be hidden behind its pale light? Where the last train stops. Running to the platform on a cold, dark, rainy cliché of a night. Slide through the closing doors with only seconds to spare. The car is empty. This suits me just fine. Headphones are now on for this somewhat long ride. The night outside gets darker as we pass light after light. The hum of the rails ease my frantic mind. Always was a night owl, never could sleep just right. Yet for some reason, sleep is now the only thing coming to my mind. Time passes quickly as I open and close my eyes. I feel the train speeding and then slowing in a rhythm. Before I know it, the ding for the end of the line sounds as I try to leave my seat. I look out the window and see a reflection of a world that has gone on without me. Longer days, shorter nights. My head hits the pillow, I still lie awake. Why can't I sleep the way I need to? What's changed? For at least a month now, my body has been in a state of flux. Sleep too late, yet as soon as dawn breaks, I pop right up. Am I still changing with the time, even though that happened some time ago? Is it true what they try to say, your body sleeps less as you get old? Or can it be that we feel we don't have enough time in the day? So with more sunlight, we must make the most of it. My head hits the pillow, yet I still lie awake. Why can't I sleep the way I want and need to? I have to correct this change. Will be different. What exactly will change? Can you answer that, please? 1 month became another. That was a huge leap. Why do I need to change if I'm content where I am? Things change around me, but adapting isn't in my plans. Nudge me over here and I'll move slightly over a bit. Try it again and I'll give you a look as if to say you really want to lose that stick. What exactly will change? Can I hear your answers, please? Unless it's in the heart and our mind, change doesn't happen with ease. Late beginnings. Life's twists and turns lead up and down our paths. Another can be where we think we should have been long ago. Time marching on, you feel ready for all that you think you want. Enough waiting. I, me, we, you are ready to get moving. But did you know what you know when you claim you were ready to begin? Every twist and turn that affected your progression has changed. Growing is never in a straight line, even when following the sun. Impressions of who we thought or think we rarely stay consistent with time. Nothing to lose is what we think. Nothing to gain is where we can end up. Invite me to your table and let it tell you the story of your so-called planned path. Never knew the end result truly before the beginning or even middle had a shot. Gain perspective on who you are is who you were or thought you were. Singing life's praises too soon could lead you to moaning a sorrowful tune in the long run. Opposite time zones. When we dawn, they are cloaked in twilight. As greeting of the morning are addressed, they seek to say, have a sweet night. Eat your meal of breakfast, they seek to relax while dining in dinner fashion. Rush to the time of noon so you can get that much needed break. They are dreaming of worlds unknown while hoping there is still time before they have to wake. Time now for you to relax as your day comes to an end. They are now waking with the dawn. Time for them to begin again. You were a mountain, an obstacle that made it their mission to stand in my way. You stood in front of me. I walked around you with confidence in my stride. You hung over me, but I ducked out from under the shadow of the thumb you dared to use to blur my vision. You knocked my legs out from under me when you rumbled, threatening to swallow me whole. But I got back up stronger and taller than even your might could imagine or surpass. You tried to break me, but all you did was chip away at me until the best of me was visible, for not only myself, but for everyone to see. Thank you for all you've done. You were my mountain, but I've climbed over you and reached the top. You are now nothing more than a mere hill to me. Love's innocence. Looking at one through those rose-colored glasses, onlookers can see the flaws, but there are none in my mind. Vibes overflowing with joy never before known with anyone else. Essence of being becomes wrapped up in the presence of another given affections. Such a state of existing. You are lost but found, nothing and everything at the same time. I ignore the flaws even when they are many and flowing in my face. Nice are the moments we are happy even when they are few and in between. Nothing breaks our bond even when it has been broken a million times over. Ongoing struggles mean we are sticking it out even when we shouldn't be. Care comes from one side but not the other. But wait, isn't that how it's supposed to be? Everything given up for love's sake, even one's pride and dignity. Nice days are a thing of the past. Joy gives way to passionate hate. Come with me, my love. Let us continue to place on more and more colorful band-aids. Everything will work out as long as our rose-colored glasses don't fade or break. Cellar of overstaying. Collected, buried deep, enough feelings to fill the nearest sea. Level with my foundation, but not my heart or mind. Letting go is hard to do, especially over way too much time. Around the bend, there is more to unpack. Around the corner, dust those off. Wow, I didn't even remember that. Ongoing cleaning that actually never ends. Find me if you can. I could use a helping hand. Outcome unknown, there is still so much to sift through. Voices of the past are playing like a bad record, scratched and out of tune. Every piece of a memory that makes me who I am, for better or worse. Rational thoughts go out the window as I hold emotional items in my hand. Speak softly or I might lose my nerve. Take your leave if this is too much for you to observe. Another time is conjured, a past me that is affecting my present. Yes, my present is now changed. Will my future be written different? Invested in this process of clearing out the old and bringing in the new. Nothing really changed, just new items to pack away with a new box or two. Give me a chance to see this through. My overflowing heart needs clearing too. Grieving opposite. Letting go of your denial and acknowledging the truth. Replacing anger with joy in all its forms. No longer bargaining for something more when you're thankful for what you had. Telling depression to move along. You want the fog to lift and can see the sun again. Accepting that all things come to an end, you can move on and continue to live. Old blood. Thin and weak, running ever colder. Barely maintains life, but is not like one can obtain more. Flows through the body beat by beat. Only gets so far. Can't even feel it in one's hands and feet. Slowing down, life cycle coming to an end. Thin and weak, running ever colder, my friend. Do all you can, make what you have last longer. The old blood in my veins drains my life essence all the more. Tiny mornings. Turning over as the sun kisses your face, I see the world anew, even with the same scenery as yesterday. Now turn over as the body wakes, yearn for a good, okay, quick meal to get you on your way. Moving and grooving as you take your time when you can. Ongoing shower above your head, the warmth feels refreshing. Round your eyes, see the little things that need to be done with care. Nothing in your way except what you put there. Invite a feeling of doing because you can, not because you are obligated to do so. Noon will come upon you quickly as you realize the day is half gone. Go about your way knowing that all you can do has been done to start your day. Sing in all the tiny things that make up the big picture to every new morning. Wild woman. Wouldn't be treated like she's expected, nothing out of life. Invite a life more than what those around her tells her she should want. Living to make herself happy after giving up way too much for way too long. Dreams are still important even to one told that her dreams will never come true. Willing to work for all she desires. Ongoing negativity from many fronts. Must there really be a divide between being free and being responsible? Another day, another chance to change for the better. Nothing stands in your way unless you let it. I wish I could remember you better. No longer in my mind's eye with just the mention of your name. Your face eludes me. Your voice, one phrase on repeat. You've been gone for such a long time in my mind. can't remember if you were still with us and we just haven't seen each other for years. Or are you passed on and when you are mentioned, should I be sharing tears? Times shared are like snapshots in my memory. A picture here, a story there, scraps in a book called my life. Were we there for each other all throughout our lives? Or were we those who passed through one season at a time? I wish I could remember everything we ever shared. At least there is one memory I'll cherish forever. Thank you, lovelies, for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you be so kind, use the link that's on the screen currently. You could join me on all of my socials. I hope we all continue to grow together, and I'm always sending you all much love and good vibes. Have a blessed day, my friends.